Looking good there, Bob. It is. Alright. It's basically after midnight, so we're just moving on to day 164. Part 1, as in part 2 will be in about 6-7 hours from now. When we wake up again. Alright. Well, let's get some hits, why don't we? We're over 408,000. We are so close to 500,000 hits. It's crazy. I might take the sweatshirt off right now, actually. Let's just do that first. I'm surprised, like, the weather's not too bad. It dried up, you know, so the weather's not too bad. Tom! Jack! Hey, what's up? I'm gonna take the sweatshirt off. I don't want to wear it right now. It's a little warm out. Let's take advantage of that. And I'm just making sure on the back here, good, the counter is ready to go. Bob's counter is counting. Let's get some reps, why don't we? Alright. Yo, Brayden! What's up? Hey, thanks for likes while I was getting ready here. How's it going? We're so close to 500,000 hits. It's gonna happen. Might even happen on like Thanksgiving or something. I don't think actually. It's almost Thanksgiving. It's gonna happen by this weekend. We're gonna hit 500,000 hits. Nice. Oh well, good, cool. This is me getting ready for bed. I'm gonna go to bed shortly after this. Yeah. Sunday I got second place. If you're talking about like, as in like last Sunday before, you know, so 2 Sundays ago. Yeah, I got second place out of like 12 people in Longsword, which is great. Thanks for the likes. So yeah, I got some heavier arms, some steel arms. And those will be good to help. I'm gonna try and up my game as far as when more high intense exercise days come up, and I'll be able to get a better arm workout. Yo, Shrug, thanks for the likes. All right, so here's the thing. I don't have, next official event is February. However, we just might have some stuff going on before then. So I had a little new fighter like get together tonight, right? And 3 people showed up. Of one who already has armor. You know, I have more than one set of armor, so just perhaps we might have something going on. Maybe we'll live stream like a practice, the first practice with the new people. It won't be for a couple weeks, but maybe we'll get some new people action if they're up for it to be on the live stream. It'll be good. The problem is that don't really have an indoor venue to do it anymore. We used to have an indoor venue. We kind of let all that lapse. Our team, you know, we haven't been like recruiting for so long. Eastern, so like New York City time. Looks like do I have a suntan? No, it looked like it. So we're getting some hits on Bob. We're gonna have my bedtime here in a little bit. Oh, I totally missed it. Totally missed it. Was that Fluff? It looks like a comment Fluff would make. Well, let me see. It was Fluff. I did not see who it was, but I could kind of read it. As is going to my sword mastery, prestige beyond the maximum, beyond my maximum. Fluff. Yo, armored MMA. Was that quite the pose? You talking about this pose? I don't know. Broken, what up? Oh, Broken Heart. What's up? Did you see how the tone changed? I was like, Broken, and I saw it was a heart. Broken, what's up? Oh, Broken Heart, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're not broken-hearted tonight. As we get some more hits on Bob. Thanks about the mustache. It is lasting till this weekend. After this weekend, we're shaving it. I'm growing a beard out again. The mustache has to last for one more live stream. Black Friday shopping in armor. we're going. Oh, thanks about the arms. I was saying it looked like I had a suntan. It might have just been a weird shadow. Or a not shadow. Because it was, I don't know, whatever happened is weird. Oh, that's a pose. So we had 3 new people show up tonight to this new fighter meeting. And it's great, man. One is already has armor. Bro, it's great. So with him, so he's not like a new fighter, but he's stranded in the middle of West Virginia with nobody around, and we're the closest team. So perhaps in the future, you know, he might have a team of his own down there, but now he can get started with us. Check it out. We are at, and I know it's backwards, but if I flip the screen, I'd rather be on the side of the screen it shows me on. 481,000 current to like right now. We're so close to 500,000. It's crazy. I remember back when we were on 100,000. I thought that was something. Heck yeah! I'm telling you what. I just got heavier armor to use for a better workout, and it was a great workout. On maybe Thanksgiving, we'll have armor again. So that's in like 2 days. We'll have a workout on Thanksgiving. I don't know if it's gonna be morning or afternoon yet. I have to work Thanksgiving night, so we're gonna be due. We're gonna be due for it. Yo, Dr. Soda, I appreciate that. That is true. Sword and bread knife. This couldn't even cut butter. Could smash butter. Could smash bread. True. Bound down to fluff. And check it out. We got now 3 other people that you could also defeat with minimum difficulty, because 1 already has armor, and 2 we're playing in the next meetup, and we're gonna have actual dueling and fighting and messing around. I don't know how many sets of armor we're gonna have between everybody. If possible, we could have 4 people in armor, 3 new people. Yo, James. Oh, what's up? I owe you, Fluff. Right here. I don't even know, Fluff, where you might be. You don't have to tell me where you're at. But we're in Pittsburgh area. James, this set is for you. For that heart meat. Yo, thanks for the heart me. Minnesota. There's got to be people in Minnesota that you could defeat also. Minnesota, I'm trying to think. Trying, James. Medieval, if I was to do favorite, what I would use a spear or a halberd with a point. They don't do the horse. We don't do the horse fighting. There's a team actually around here, though, in Ohio, that are getting horses ready for it. At some point, I wouldn't be surprised if they have some kind of horseback fighting. Jousting or something, you know what I mean? Nah, we're all good. Dude, tell me what. Duels are like one of the most cardio-intensive things you can do. If you think about it, you're wearing a whole extra suit of armor. Weight. I mean, whole extra weight besides your body. If you want to be good, you're going to be moving around, swinging a lot, so do the MMA stuff. It's 2-minute rounds. It's crazy. Oh yeah, just to finish the thought from when we started. 3 new people. My dueling armor is 29 pounds. Plus the helmet would be probably 40 total. And then my kit to fight teams for melee is 115 pounds, which is crazy heavy. It does not work against either one of those. The closest way to stop like a 223 would be to, you have to aim, so you don't block it with this. You don't try and block it with this. You literally have to line this up exactly with the projectile, and when it hits it, it starts to slow the velocity down the projectile enough that it just might make it to like right here. And you'll be stuck holding this part of the sword. That's how you stop it. Yeah, right? It's crazy, man, how heavy armor can be. The thing is, I got that armor back in the day when everyone wanted heavy armor. Now everybody uses light armor. Like, my duels kit is literally 40 pounds total, and most of it is in my helmet. My helmet makes up like two-thirds of the weight of the whole entire kit, which is great because, dude, I'm so light on my feet in duels. You know, and fighting in steel, I would be so far behind. If I never made the switch to lighter armor for duels, I would not be where I'm at today. I'm not saying I can't fight in steel. Fighting in steel, though, is so tiring. Yeah, dude, I plenty of times just wear armor for stuff. You know, we're gonna go out in armor for a live stream Friday morning, Black Friday in armor. We're going till, what time is it? We're gonna go till like 1 o'clock. We'll see at 1. Maybe we'll reevaluate. I'm thinking about 1. I need to take this off. That's a nice hat. I don't want to get all sweaty. So yeah. Thanks for the follow. Oh wait, and Andre, yo, what's up? Yo, Fluff, thanks for the follow. Andre, what's up? Steel chainmail. Yeah, dude. Yeah, imagine steel. Yeah, imagine running around with steel all day long. That's why I'm so glad I made the switch to yeah, that's cool, man. Fluff, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming back. And thanks for letting me know I'm actually on the FYP. Sometimes I don't think I am. I don't know. Something's wrong with this half the time. Some days it's weird. Some days like there's nobody here. Yo, Beach Lover, what's up? Happy Turkey Day. Hey, you have a good one too. I was this close to going up to work today to visit with everybody, but I'm gonna wait. I have to work Thanksgiving anyway. See, I don't know much about katana. That's one thing I can tell you. I don't know much about katanas. If I did, I'd probably still get criticism. I bet out of any sword in the world, if you're gonna live stream something with a sword, you'd get the most people trying to tell you how to use a katana. Yeah, you would go. But you know, I only live like right down the street. They were ordering food tonight, so I was gonna go and just hang out. But I don't think I am. Maybe we'll tune into the live stream. Oh man. Oh yeah, that's good, right? At least we're getting paid. But yeah, we're in the you and I, we're in that work required on Thanksgiving group. I'll tell them. I don't know who I'm working with yet, but we'll see. I'll tell everybody. It's been crazy up there. I had this patient on amiodarone, cardizem, both at the same time. Heart rate's still in the 130s. Crazy stuff. Confused, of course. So the whole night is spent trying to keep them from ripping out. They had 4 IVs going, you know, plus fluids, plus God, what they were on something else, continuous too. I don't even remember what it was. A whole pole full of IV pumps. Yeah, true. Holiday pay is gonna be good. that is the one good thing. And no, it wasn't LASIK. Oh, could you imagine LASIK strip on top? It wasn't LASIK. I kind of forget what it was. Yo, Andres, thanks again. What was it? It wasn't an antibiotic. See, the problem is I had heparin. Duh. Yeah, heparin, amiodarone, cardizem, and fluids. 4 different IVs. You know, some of those are compatible, but 4 different IVs. And the whole night, they're just trying to pull them out. You have to keep going in. What are you doing? Liz would go in there. Hey, stop touching that. Yeah. Rough night, for sure. Getting up. I'm just trying to, like, I need to get up. I need to get up and go for a walk. You can't. Do you know where you're at? You're at or where? You know where we're at? No, we're at the hospital. We're not at the hospital. Yeah, we are. No, I got to get up and go. Go where? I go upstairs. There's nothing upstairs. Where are we at? Do you know where we're at? We're at, I'm at home. You're in my room. I do. Yuck, I do. If I'm saying that right. Totally out of it. All night. So then you get Jerry chair. And that's how I end up having to deal with it. But they're still trying to pull this. Yeah, I know. Still trying to pull IVs out. But someone was like, they're opening a Costco. Someone's like, yeah, those managers make a lot of money. I was sitting there, all gowned up, 4 of us to roll somebody to clean them up. While someone's using the suction thing to suck liquid poo up from the bed. I was looking in the mirror. I was like, I probably wouldn't make a bad Costco manager. Dude, I know, right? Yeah. Yo, Note. Yeah, that. Right. Well, yeah. They had a catheter, and you could still want to pee, but it's just they're confused, and there's so many that just want to get. There's like the other one in the next door. 4 or 5 times during the night comes walking out the hallway with his walker. Like, where are you going? He's like, I'm going to my room. We're like, you just left your room. He's like, that's not my room. You know what I mean? They're just out of it. We get a lot of people just out of it. I totally know what you mean about the bathroom and stuff. If someone wanted to get me into what, my work, I'd never know. The work, it's like the best job ever. Padawan, I don't know what a Padawan is technically to tell you yes or no. I do like what I do for work. Though I do like, you might hear me saying like, it's a crazy night, but I mean, I do like it. I've been doing it. It's the longest career I've held without wanting to do something else. So yeah. And same with the armor. I wouldn't stop anyone from fighting in armor. The thing is, yo, Cephalon, what's up again? I don't think we get paid enough. I'm not saying that. We make decent money, but I don't think we get enough. But you know who doesn't get enough is EMS. Anyone who wanted to do EMS, unless you just really love it, dude, I wouldn't tell anyone to do EMS. You will be less traumatized in your life and get paid more to have so much less responsibility. You're right. All right. I guess we get it. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining about pay, but man, for the stuff they do that we do, man, it's crazy. Training I don't. So I don't lift any weights at all. Believe it or not, I haven't lifted weights since December, but I'm about to. I'm about to start lifting weights because I'm gonna start fighting teams again. So it was gonna be Wednesday, but we're gonna wait till my next full day off. It's gonna be like within the next week. We're gonna start lifting weights. Yeah, it's kind of like we do some boxing, but it's in armor. Oh, I know. Dude, that was some rough time. COVID was COVID was crazy at the hospital. Yeah, Fluff. Cool. That's cool that you do that. So, I mean, the nice thing is, I'm in the same place every day. However, we're continually getting the floor I'm on. I think the average stay for people is probably like 3 days. So we're always getting new stuff, new people. You know what I mean? So it doesn't get boring for me like that. If I was in the same place doing the same thing every day, totally be different. Like the same thing, like you get to go to a new place. It really helps. I'm telling you what. Like I could not work in an office job as I have in the past in the same place every day for years. So being like you do, you're doing the same work but different places. Probably some different challenges pop up different places. I've never played any Assassin's Creed game, unfortunately. Yeah, right. So you are like same metal, not all, I'm just saying generally. Same metal, new place. I'm same place, new people. and usually the same stuff. Heart stuff, stroke stuff. Next event, February, is the next official fight. That's why I gotta be ready. February is the biggest event, like, in the world, and I'll be live streaming it. So you don't want to miss it. So, like, the first weekend of February. And also, just so you know, we got some new people. We had 3 people show up to, like, a new fighter practice today. And, maybe we'll have some people maybe we'll have some actual training, a live stream training. Pickners would be cool. Yo, if you're good you are so needed if you're good at midlines. I'm really excited for it. Hey, who with that face, hyper pigmentation? You were here before, right? I recognize the avatar. Yo, you too. And Beach Lover, I will tell everybody at work that you said what's up. Yo. Okay. Here. Just so you know, this event I'm talking about is in South Carolina. If you want to actually go to that, it's the biggest event, like, in the world. I believe it's bigger than the event they have overseas. Now, if you want to, just so you know, Walhalla. Just so you know, we are now back open for business. Man, we've been neglecting the new fighter chat for so long. It's at Clemson. It's on Clemson's campus on their equestrian, not the main campus. It's in their equestrian arena, and there's like 40 teams going. Dude, and I feel pretty good because when you apply for duels, they even made an announcement today. They're like unless you're a highly ranked fighter, don't even think of getting in. And I got the bill today. They sent me a bill, so I'm in. I'm highly ranked enough to be considered to fight at this event. Crazy, man. It's the best people ever, which means I might get wrecked. So I need to keep up the cardio. That's why I got these heavier arms. Thanksgiving morning, Thursday morning or whatever, we'll have to throw some armor on, another armor workout. Clemson, South Carolina, and if you're in Greensburg, so check this out. We're gonna have a practice. You can. Weighted vests are good. I'll tell you the difference. Weighted vest is good. The main thing is just to be in shape. Weighted vests are also great for that. However, you'll find the way that armor works is the weight's dispersed like across your whole body. Weighted vest is great though, like for sure. Yeah, and we had 3 people come by tonight. We're gonna have another new fighter day. The best way I can tell you to do is all right. Do you know the Blue app? I'll just say it because this TikTok hates us talking about other apps. Facebook. Look up Pittsburgh Armored Combat, and if you send a message to us through there, I promise you I will read you the message and keep you up to date on what's going on. That is our only social and contact. Or on here. Send me a message on here. I can keep you up to date. I don't know. We just had all the new people. I just posted to see what time. Now that we're on the group chat, to see when we might want to do a practice. Andres, I don't know. Wish I could read that. Oh, good question, right? About the injuries. Well, you'd think a lot more. So last Sunday, right? Last Sunday, I was fighting in Virginia. There was probably out of 100 people, 2 knee injuries. One from someone getting smashed in the knee with an axe or something. You're not supposed to hit the knee, but it happens. And the other was like from stepping wrong or falling wrong. 2 knee injuries. One of the girls had a sling. I have no clue what happened to her, but she is in a sling. And I heard she went to Med Express when she got home. And, other than that, a lot of bruises. Bruises are very common. I've had times where I got hit here, and like my whole bicep was like purple within like 2 days. Bruises are very common, but as far as serious injuries, we didn't have to have no one really needed the medical people the whole time. Other than Rafal, who headbutted somebody with his bare head. He headbutted 2 people and split his head open. I don't know what it is about my live stream and people splitting their heads open. Yo, you see him? There he is. Oh, man. Quebec. We're in the backyard, though. He's in my backyard. Yeah. Oh, that's right. You should have seen my finger. Oh my God, Nikki, you're right. My finger was so destroyed at this event. It's back to normal. It's a tiny bit purple still. It's actually like yellow, which you can't really see. But my finger was swollen up. It looked like a hot dog. I don't even think there are wrinkles in the knuckles anymore from getting busted in my knuckle. Miles, if you're there. Yo, 6'7" chat. What's up, Miles? Bruises, very common. Broken bones once in a while. People sometimes get hurt a lot less than you'd think. Once in a while, someone will take something through the helmet. There's a guy who got his whole face sliced open right here from a non-sharp axe. Yo, RP, what up? Yeah, Miles, cool. I'm glad you're out. Glad you're doing that, man. It's good to see you, by the way. We're going until about 1. It's going to be kind of a short one. I have to pick my daughter up half day at school tomorrow. So I'm picking her up. I have to leave here at 10 something. So the plan is I'm going to wake up. Most likely we'll be back on here at like 8 in the morning. We'll get some hits on Bob. I will go to pick her up. She's just hanging out with me for a little bit. I'm going to go to the gym to get some cardio in. Maybe we'll start lifting weights tomorrow. I don't know. But then we'll be back on Hitting Bob in the evening. 2 live streams tomorrow. Yeah, dude, it was... I know. Dude, do you know, I have almost no feeling in this finger from 7 years of sword fighting. This sword's only like 1.5 pounds. This sword is actually really light. But at the same time, you know, I'm gonna have to wear the gloves or it'll chew up the skin on my fingers. But see, that's like the last of it. See where that skin kind of fell off? Where I really got blasted? But I have like no feeling in here at all. From fighting longsword for so many years. Getting smacked in the hand so many times. Kind of crazy. Like I don't feel my beard. Like this finger, I can feel it on my finger. I don't feel that. Permanent nerve damage. True. I bet you, yeah, I bet you can. But you know, like, same thing, like, fingers are great. Anyone ever cut off a piece of finger by accident, cooking something or prepping some food? It grows back. You know, I think those nerves, yeah, they could come back. At the same time, it's not like I don't really need to be able to feel anything there. Yo, oh man, Miles, I thought it's after midnight. All right, I owe you 100. Yeah, I was about to say, I thought you did heart me today. It's after midnight. Miles, this says for you, and I hope you're having a good walk with the dog. I'm glad I'm glad you're cleared to start doing some activity. All right, let's go. I punched somebody as hard as I could with the buckler shield in the face today. That was his initiation. He wanted to see what it was like, so he enjoyed it. You know, I let him wear my heaviest helmet, and it was good. It went pretty good. I was like this. I was like, I can go harder if you want. He's like, it's up to you. So I was like, all right. He's like, oh, all right. It's like harder. I was like, here, I'll do a lot harder. I was like, oh, I just knocked Bob over. Hold on. Our buddy here had an accident. Dude, I hit him as hard as I could. And I was like, I could not hit you any harder than that. And he is like, cool. He's like, man, that's pretty cool. Let's make sure Bob stands up here. Oh, come on, buddy. And... let's check the Miles. I'm gonna say that was the finale of the Heart Me set, bro. I'm gonna make sure that the counter is still working here, cause he did hit the yo. Oh man, January is not bad. He is. Yo, we did it for you. Dawn took the fall right there. So he felt it. but it was. I have a really heavy helmet. I let him use my my really heavy melee helmet. Good, it's still counting. All right, and it's a great helmet. It's so heavy, you know. He had on my chest armor and the helmet, and had his head tucked down a little bit. And I was like, I can't hit you any harder than that. And I was like, there's no way I'd be able to repeatedly hit you like that. Like it's impossible when you're fighting around. So much stuff is happening. I'm telling you, you rarely ever get to just land 100% shots on somebody. They either have to be so tired, and you're just taking advantage of it and blasting them. There's so many things that happen where you almost never are going to sit there and blast somebody repeatedly. You might get like 3, but there's something that's going to happen. I was like, that's as hard as I'd ever be able to hit you. And he's like, cool. He's like, that's cool. Plus the guy deadlifts like 700 pounds or something crazy. It's not that much, but he has like 5 or 6 plates on each side. Good attack technique. Yeah, Quebec. Oh, you can give up if you're so. There's sometimes it's good to give up. If you're fighting teams. Here, all right, real quick. If you're fighting with more than one person, 3-on-3, 5-on-5, etc. Once you hit the ground, you're out for that round. Once the round is over, you get up and you fight again. So you just get them on the ground, whether you punch, beat them into the ground like we just did here, or you throw them onto the ground. As long as they're on the ground, they're out. Duels, you get eliminated by not scoring enough points, I guess. Duels are scored by like whoever has the most points at the end wins. The MMA stuff's judged more like scored like an MMA match. Thanks for the likes. Where they actually have a checklist on paper and all the judges come by and you score it like an MMA fight, which is different. My very first longsword tournament I did back in like 2019, I thought I was going to die because I was fighting longsword and we went 5 rounds. Dude, it was in the finals. I actually didn't win. I don't even know what I won. But I made it to the finals in my first longsword tournament in my steel armor. And there's someone I fought for 5 rounds, man. I was dying in the corner. I remember I was leaning in the corner, and my friend who came with me, thanks for the likes, my friend who helped me get started in this, was telling me, he's like, just breathe. I was like, I was so bad. And I even trained a lot. I was in shape. Fighting armor is something else, man. Even all this training you do. Yo, that one night, hey, I took a screenshot. I was going to text you later. What's up? I'm sorry I missed you earlier. I was going to personally send you a message. Sorry I missed you earlier. I felt bad about that. You're like, hello, like 4 times. I was talking about I was doing something, man. So sometimes I get behind in chat. I felt bad that I missed your message. Because then it looked like you were already gone. I was like, dang it. I get you. But I feel bad though, Because I read through it. Like, dude, I totally missed it. So yeah, we got 3 new people. One already has armor. He's stranded out in West Virginia with nobody to fight. Now he has people to fight. So now the next big thing I have is February. There's a thing in March, 3-on-3s, and I'd love to get 3 of us together to go do it. It's just 3. You need probably 5 people, so you have 2 substitutions. I'm thinking, because I'm sure it will have multiple rounds with breaks, where even if we had a couple people that shared one set of armor, like somebody can fight in it first, and then somebody can put it on and fight in it the second half. But I think we just might have a Pittsburgh team for an event. Yo! Well, heck yeah. Dude, I'll tell you about it if you want. It's in March. It's in Ohio, though. So it's even farther away than I am from you. 3. You just need 3-on-3s. So you can always get in shape, unless there's something a physical barrier, sometimes unfortunately some people have issues or like a sickness or something happens, But if you're physically, like, yeah. Well, it's not bad. I'll keep you posted about it. I supposedly just got added to the Facebook group today. I gotta go look. I don't check that app enough. I need to, but I'll keep you updated. I'll see what it says, and I'll let you know about it. And it's nothing like too crazy. It is it should be a great event, but it's out here in Ohio somewhere, and what it is, like, it's 3-on-3s, and it's a lot of it's like the second year or third year that they're doing it. Yeah, yep, all that stuff, Quebec. Yeah, bachata, like this dance. Do 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 do, ba ba ba, do 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 do. You know, the bachata. Nice. Heck yeah. Well, then I'll keep you updated. I'd love to get it so we can do it. We haven't had an actual Pittsburgh team do an event in, like, this is year 3. 3 years. If we don't do one in 2026. Thanks, Quebec. Dude, it's gonna come in handy, man. Y'all know my dating adventures. Met a new one. Wants to go dancing. I'm telling you guys, the ratio is like 4-to-1. I bet you, I go to these social dances. It might not be like that everywhere. 4 women to every man at these dances. Probably not. The yeah, I see what you're saying. The type, it's how it types. This is a plastic one. I have some steel ones. I'm not using it today though. Thanksgiving, I'll be using steel swords. The Thanksgiving live stream. I don't know if it's gonna be morning or afternoon yet. Worst case scenario, we have sashes or something. 3-on-3. We can probably get away with some sashes. I don't think we have matching stuff. Back in the day, the guy who had all our tabards is gone, and there's no way to get the tabards. So we have no tabards anymore. Nice, yo. I wonder, have I danced in Dayton? I think I have. Fire and Ice. I don't remember if that might have been up north. I think Fire and Ice is out in up by Miles. I wonder if because dude, when I go to training, we just be training, trying to. The weather's so good. It's actually finally stopped raining and it's warm. A lot of times. Oh, no way. Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool to have them. Nice. Oh, heck yeah, like a personal one. A lot of times, whenever I'd go to these fighting events, if I was staying like for a couple days, I would go out and dance if they had a social or something somewhere. I don't remember if I danced in Dayton. I've been to Dayton before to fight, and I can't remember. Do you know Ohio Star Ball is this weekend? Like the hugest freaking ballroom dance competitions. I don't know if she would have had anything to do with that or anybody going to Ohio Star Ball. Figures, I just meet this person and she would have had a blast if we went to Ohio Star Ball. Plus she likes the fighting. She used to box. I've heard that about Ben Stiller. Yeah. I agree. Though I have not really seen any movies, I know what Ben Stiller looks like with the mustache. We're almost 500,000 hits too, everybody, which is nuts. Just think, around 100,000 hits when I kept getting restricted. Now I don't care. But I used to get restricted so much. And I was like, I'm quitting. Dude, I almost gave it up at the 100,000 hits. Now we're about halfway to a million. It's going to happen this weekend. And we're going to get a cake for the 500,000th hit. Now, if I can't get a cake because I'm working or something, like, I'm not going to go do the... We're going to do the 500,000th hit. even if we already passed the total, we'll do it like in memoriam of it. We'll all get a cake. I want to do it like a day off when I have nothing to do. We can take our time. We'll get our hits on Bob, and at the end it'll be grand finale. Maybe like an hour into it. I'm going to cut it with a sharp sword. Either that, it's either cut it with a sharp sword or smash it with a mace, a Boohurt mace. Yo, the West Kingdom. I'm in Ethelmark. Though I came up with Atlantia if we were talking about those kingdoms. Well met, West Kingdom. Yeah. Oh yeah. Did you know the total? We keep track of it on here. There is a counter on the back of the dummy to let me know how many hits we've done. And we are at 481,000, and it is day 164. This is part 1. I know it's backwards, but if I flip it, then I'm gonna be on the other side, and I like to be on this side because when I make the highlight videos on this side, there's all the hearts, and nobody watches the uploads. No one watches my uploads, but if they do, then the stuff over here that you press is in the way. So we leave it this way. But we're on 481,000 hits, plus whatever we're doing tonight. And we're going to be on again in the morning, like 80% chance. Slight chance I won't wake up in time or something. Ah, I see. Cool. So I'm like Pittsburgh area. Let's see how many hits we're at right now, by the way. 1,456. We're a little behind. There's 18 minutes to go. Usually I'm on like 2,000 hits by now, but whatever. It is what it is. That's cool. I'm like Pittsburgh area. Dude, yeah, and it actually wasn't my idea. Anchorbeard, who comes through here a lot, he showed me like that they have these counters you put on your wrists. And it keeps track. So every time it registers an impact, it counts it, right? I was like, that's so awesome. Well, turns out it didn't work on Mac. I'm like, great. So I found another one where they said it would work on a MacBook. I could wirelessly put them into it. But the thing was, I forget. I read a review on it or something, and I just happened to see there's one like this. This thing is like 98% accurate. It's just another cell phone. It has an app. Every time it registers, you calibrate it so it feels this as a hit. So every time I do that, it's 90% accurate. Out of like every 100 hits, it maybe forgets to count 2. And I don't know why. Medieval woodworking. Yo. Heck yeah. I have an armor stand video on YouTube. That's my only woodworking. Where it did have some, you had to have some tools to get it together with like a paddle bit and stuff like that. Well, that's awesome. I wish you great luck on that. Do you know what I'm starting? I'm starting a channel too of AI music. Dude, I'm just jumping on board. You know how much I complain about AI, but I'm gonna check out my luck and see if I can. Everybody hates it, and that's fine. But I just want to see how it goes. We were sitting at work. And I was showing people how you can use AI. And you have to do some work with it too. Fine tune it, But you can get a really good base of a song. And we're just like watching these AI videos of like country music, man. I don't listen to country music like hardly at all. And I thought some of those songs were pretty good. So did they. One girl was saving these AI songs to her playlist. She's like, I kind of like that. We're all like, yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's AI. It's gonna replace everybody, man. I'm gonna get on board. I'm gonna start replacing DJs. Now you can't replace a DJ totally, but it's a little different. You can tell it's just generated by a computer, but at the same time, man, I was playing around with it a bit, fine tuning the song. It sounds pretty good. I actually like it's something I would listen to, which is crazy. And I just want to see how it goes. It's just revenue. Enough people to listen or watch, make a little money. I still get paid for my gaming YouTube. I get like $60 to $80 a month. I don't even do anything with it. It's just there. People still watch videos over the years, and I still get paid a little bit for it. Then every once in a while, I'm like, oh yeah, I might have like $360 in there. Like, cool. These hits, 500,000 hits. So we're gonna hit it by day 170. I bet. that's still under half a year, right? 1, 2, 340. Yeah, we're gonna hit half. We're gonna be half a year into it. Not even half a year. 500,000 hits, and we're gonna get a cake. I'm either cutting it with a real sharp sword at the end of one of the live streams, or we're gonna smash it with a mace, or both. So the problem is, maybe y'all might have some insight on this too. So if I'm gonna cut a cake with a sword, right? I have to have, it has to be on something like cardboard, and it has to be sitting on something on each side where there's at least a space this far in the middle where the sword can pass. You know, I can't just set a cake on a table and cut it in half and mess up my sword because I'm hitting something flat. You know what I'm talking about? Or a table edge. I need to be able to cut right through it. Yo, oh man, it would be a good cake, I'm sure, if you did. You're talking about Rice Krispie cakes. So I need to be able to cut it perfectly in half. Whether that means putting it on 2 chairs or something. Maybe on this ledge so it's up high enough. You're a bard. Yo, we have plenty. Less than we used to. We had a bunch of bards in our camp up at Pensick. I think they're moving on though next year. Thanks for the follow. Yo, so yeah, I was a nice. Okay. No, but if we're going on a siege, forward. Do you know something crazy? Here, is it Nikto? Check this out. Thanks Christopher about the stash. Whenever I do the reenactment fighting, dude, I would get on Chivalry, but I only play Warframe, and I don't have time to play other games. I would like to play other games. Yeah, half a year. We're gonna hit this million hits in less than a year. That's cool, Nikki, about doing that. Here's something crazy. That's cool, Nikki. That is really cool about how I do that on the side. Love it. Besides fighting in armor, the steel fighting I do, right? There's a whole thing, the SCA, that some of us here apparently know about. So they have fighting, but it's with wooden swords and spears and things like that, right? So I have been in some of these huge reenactment battles where there's thousands of people, and you're in little groups. You're all accomplishing the same goal, but you're in little groups, and you have like commanders or whatever you call out on the field that'll be telling you what to do. For instance, we were going. You just walk across the battlefield, and it's like football fields length to get to the other side, right? And as we're walking, the guy who's like in our group of like whatever 100 people, he's going He's like nobody. He's like stay in line with me. He's like walk. He's like we're just slow walk. We're about halfway there, and he says he's like change of plans. He's like on my move. We're going to run down the hill and flank. There's another. I don't know. It seemed like we're going ahead against this huge other army. The thing is, we kept winning, so they kept putting reinforcements in front of us. So after every round, they'd bring up like another 100 people. We were probably outnumbered like 4-1 this time. And he saw like down in the middle field. We're up on top of a hill. That it was just this group. The other group was kind of pushed forward, and he's like on my word or like on my mark, or whatever. He's like, follow me. He's like, when I start running down the hill, we're going to charge and hit that flank. And then, so we hear it up front. Nobody can hear it behind us. So then the guy behind us has to relay that command, to the people behind him. Anyway, so then we're going, and all of a sudden, and he just like points down the field and starts running. And this guy's like in his mid-50s. And we all just start running like wild men down this hill. And everyone who we were marching towards was already kind of like set in because they're ready for us to engage. And we all just left and ran away. And we ran down the field. And as we were going, I remember we just clashed through these lines. And it's one hit to win. Yeah, it is. We were actually doing really well. We were probably outnumbered at least 3-1, probably 4-1. This sword's only like a pound and a half. And dude, you can call it, people can make fun of it, call it LARP or whatever. Dude, it is so fun to run down this field. It's just like probably how a real battle would have been. And this other army, part of the army down there, sees us running down the field, so then they all start shifting. Like, here we go. We just like crash into them, and I'm just running through there, and you're just trying to like, we're just running through, and you have all these little 1-on-1, 1-on-2, 2v1 sword fights, and we just kind of like eliminated them. I think I only eliminated 3 people, and then I got eliminated. But there's nothing like it, man. This whole other army, then they're chasing us down the field. But by the time they get down there and realize what's going on, like we'd already just like obliterated the whole entire center of the battlefield. It was crazy. Fun stuff. It is, man. It's called Pensic. There's thousands of people on each side. But that's how, I just imagine it would have been like, someone's going to lead you. Yeah. The thing that I was going to say, though, it really sucks when you're in the front line, because sometimes it's rattan. The wood that they do is rattan. I'm kind of good at it. I have a bad KD ratio. I definitely get eliminated more than I eliminate others. But so here's a good example why. Dude, I will be up. I was up front. I had a spear, right? And I'm all the way up front. And we're in the woods, this woods battle. And there's like hundreds of people on each side. That if you look through, there's like probably over 1,000 people in the woods on 2 teams. The goal is to capture an area, and you have to hold control of it. At every 15 minutes, whoever's controlling that flag, that area gets a point. And at the end, you add up. There's 3 points in the woods. You add them all up. And we were pushing across this stupid little valley. Dude, I'm telling you, you can say it. People will say it's nerdy stuff, LARPing, but it is so much fun. There's hundreds of people out here, and so we were kind of like on this little valley. The other people are on the other side. It goes down kind of flat. Then it's another little hill, and I have a spear, and there's a bunch of people with swords, and I'm sitting there. The people on the other side are the biggest guys. There's this group of guys called Black Talon, and they have these huge shields that look like doors, and they all have this huge shield wall, and they have spear guys poking through them, and I'm sitting there, and I'm trying to like just bash shields, hoping maybe I can flip a shield in, maybe someone else with the spear can get through there, and the guys behind me, there's a shield wall behind me now, right, as it formed up, and there's a bunch of us standing in the middle, in this little ravine, and the guy behind us starts going, "Move forward." Burley, what's up? Move forward. So now my side starts to move forward, and they'll start going 2 steps forward, and the whole shield wall goes like 2 steps, and they're like take 2 steps forward, and now I'm screwed, and I was sitting in the front of the shield wall, and I was trying to get back, and it was because when they start going the orders for people to move up. Like, the whole shield wall closed, and I was stuck in the middle. And I'm, like, sitting there like, oh, God. I'm trying to get a couple hits on people. My own army basically pushed me into the ravine where I got eliminated by... I took a shield to the neck. I actually tripped on something, and I was falling down. Someone was thrusting at me, and it caught me in the neck. Dude. So my own army actually got me eliminated. You know what I mean? Dude, I was just stuck in the middle. I could have probably squeezed in, but as we were just a couple stragglers in the middle, like up ahead of everybody else. So when they started moving forward, and you can hear the guy going 2 steps forward, 2 steps forward, like take 2, and then your whole army basically just pushed. My whole army basically pushed me into the other guys, and I can imagine this would happen a lot back then. Meanwhile. The other team was just sitting there, so we're just encroaching towards them down this little valley, and they're just standing their ground. I basically got pushed into the valley, and I got speared in the neck. It's a lot of fun though. So I'm out. I have to get up. I have to walk all the way down the hill. I get to Resurrection Point. I get to come back. It's cool, man. You get these little groups. Sometimes you're out in the woods. There's nothing like having a tree to hang out by to act as your shield. We're holding a flank. There's debris. There's a fallen tree. You're just staring at the other people for like, it could go on like 10 minutes, nothing happening. Somebody wants to make some stupid move, you just like stab them with your spear. So people stop doing stupid things. Then you'll see people start reinforcing, or you'll be reinforcing. That's the coolest thing, man. You had to stalemate for 10, 10, 15 minutes sometimes. And then just people start pouring down. Then you'll have like 100 people across from you. You're like 20 people. You're like, we're in trouble. Fun stuff. Yeah, I think so. Spears, I would use a spear, or I use some type of halberd that has a spear, a point on it. The spears are the best. The hardest hits I've ever taken out of anything, even out of getting hit by steel weapons or punched with shields in the face, the hardest thing I ever took was a spear to the face, a wooden spear, like a 6-8 foot spear to the face, man. Is oh my God, there's a slug on my cup. Well, I'm not gonna let that stop me. He's not on this side, but well, okay. I feel bad for him though, man. It's going to be freezing out here. See, I was talking about this. Yo, I know. Dude, a spear to the face is worse. Slug shot, I'll tell you this, man. I feel bad. I was talking about this last night, like there's a lot of bugs. And whether you like bugs or not, I think we should all feel sorry for the ones. It's a warm night, you know. The slug probably woke up. He's probably like, it's spring again. Nope. Bro, this slug is going to freeze to death in a night or two. Alright, as long as he doesn't crawl around the rim. Pensick, by the way. That's the name of that event. The Lucky Slug Tavern. Wow, Nikto, I bet you're right. It's sitting in the middle of that concrete ledge, too, so he made a trip. I feel bad though, but he's gonna freeze to death in a night or two. It's like 50 degrees out here. The counter says 1,709 hits for the night. Reenactment battles are so much fun. Do you want to know the funniest thing I ever saw during a reenactment battle where we could use arrows? So my friend Godfrey, there's a bridge scenario, right? So there's no walls. It's all mapped out with hay bales. So in between the hay bales, they have 3 bridges set up. So what you do? Yeah, well, yeah, I appreciate it. That slug is the bridge battles, right? Am I saying it right? Antares Nebula. They set these bridges up, right? Where... Alright, cool. They'll have 3 bridges, right? And I'm telling you, 1,000 people on each side, easily. And what happens is, it starts out, you know, you have some people just run across the bridge, and they get to the other side, or they clash in the middle, or smash into each other with their shields. Then everybody kind of makes their way onto the bridge. And basically what happens is, wherever you meet, might be the middle, might be closer to your side, close to the other side, and you just sit there. And you sit there, people with spears are like spearing, you know, you might have a sword and shield, you might be protecting a spear guy, all this stuff. You might be sitting there like trying to get around people's shields with your dagger or something on this bridge. And it just goes on and on for a very long time. And it's a wait. If you're in the back, you just wait. Doop to doop. All right, you're slowly moving up. As people get eliminated, you're moving up. Finally, you can kind of see the front where all the action is. You're like, all right. So now I usually like make sure, okay, now I'm holding my sword here. I'm waiting around, you're talking with your friends, whatever. Finally, then you're really close. Now you're like within range and you're engaged, and you know, if you have a spear, you're fighting, whatever. Well, anyway, so there's a couple rounds where they will allow archery. So now, besides just standing around, you got to watch, because you'll see someone with like, and they're like Nerf. The best way to describe it is like a Nerf-tipped crossbow, and they're like they're real crossbows, but they have these big Nerf things. It doesn't like shoot through your helmet eye slots or something, right? Yeah. So these are like the archers, like crossbows. So I don't know if people use the bows. Actually, I actually don't know, but I know everybody that use crossbows with these little bolts. And so now you have to watch, because like, oh, okay, so now I usually keep my shield up, because there's times when you're sitting there and you're just smashed together, like waiting for your turn to get to fight, and you'll see someone back in the crowd looking around with this like kettle helm, and he'll raise his crossbow up, and then you gotta be like this. You know. So they also have ballistas, which are like, Yeah, so they do. And it's not every round, but they have them in some of the rounds. This is about to... All right. As soon as that rings, we'll start hitting again. That means it's been an hour. That's the app. Come on. There we go. So they also have these ballistas, which are basically like... It's a very large crossbow on wheels. Do you know what I'm talking about? And they shoot these long, like 3 or 4 foot arrows with. It's like having a Nerf football on the end of a plastic pipe. And they sit there and they crank it. They crank, the thing comes back. You set it in there. You can aim it up and down. Maybe turn it. You shoot. And you're trying to shoot the other people. The rules are, if you get hit by one of those, it doesn't matter if you have a shield. You're just eliminated. So. There's a barbarian team. Yeah, right? Antares, you know what we're talking about. Well, the two Chucks have these girls that dress up in these like little barbarian skirts and stuff. They're really nice ballista team there. But anyway, so we're standing there and people on our side are shooting over top of us. And we're probably like 10 people from the front. And we're all talking with all my friends. And my friend Godfrey is standing in front of me, like kind of right here, and we're just talking. It was like, and then all of a sudden, one of these freaking 4 foot long arrow things just smacks him in the back of the head and knocks him face. The guy in front of him is like right here, and this big arrow thing just smacks him in the back of the head. He's like off the guy in front of him, dude, and he's out. I mean, like he's eliminated. He got eliminated by our own team, so he got off the field. I don't know. He probably could have stayed in because it was so funny, and people probably been like, "Nah, man." But he took the hit. But we're just sitting there talking, and he gets blasted in the back of the head. It could have been me. One of the arrows, they were undershooting, and it smashed him in the back of the head. Boof, into the guy in front of him. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to be totally honest, you're out. Friendly fire counts, You're getting hit with it. The rule is you get hit with one, you're done. I've been bodyguard before, where I had to guard somebody there's like people that are higher up, And sometimes I'd be like, I'm supposed to guard, I love being like the Duke's right-hand man. Those are fun too. But yeah, dude, to be honest, he left. Yeah, for the sake of RP. ASMR Slayer, what's up? The fun stuff, I don't know if anyone from SCA knows Duke Kuhn. That's who I camp with and fight with. And Kuhn's like really good. He goes out with sword and shield. He has a crown on his helmet because he is, former royalty in the SCA. And you just go out in this little, there's like 20 of us. He's like in charge. We're all kind of like in this crew, We'll be standing there in the woods battles, man. And he'll be like, watch. He's like, there's speed, watch. And he'll be like, take this guy out, He's like, watch, they're coming running down the field. And you got people running like madmen at you with a sword and shield. Some guy is just running out of the woods. You got 3 of you there, and you're sitting there, and you brace with the spear, You try and get them before they get to you. They run past your spear, unless you're not going to whip your dagger out against this guy running full at you. I have clips of it. You'd have to go back, though, like 2 years to find it for my woods battle video. But you can see, man, you can see him telling us, you can tell him, pick up these guys. These guys are running down the field. You see this guy running, with this, in, this really old school Russian armor, just running, And I was using a spear that day, and we're all just you just see people running at you, because they don't care. You just have to walk back and resurrect. But there's nothing going on, there's no people, so they just run at you. You'll have 2 or 3 people just run at you just because they want to do something. Fun stuff. And everyone will say it's nerdy. Don't listen. It's too much fun. And the armor requirements, right? It's one of the cheapest sword sports you can get into. Andres, I would love to know what you're saying, but I don't always understand what you're typing. Yeah. Right. Yeah, they're running at you full speed. If you miss with that spear, they're gonna just chase. They're gonna get you. There's times where there's times I've done stupid stuff myself. There were like, I think 3 spear people. We were totally on the edge of like, there's nothing going on. Like I'm saying, a lot of times it's just a stalemate. You got like 5 people across from you. You got 4 or 5 people on your side, and you're sitting there. You know, there's like a tree in the way and all this stuff. And this one time, we're all the way on the right side. There's nothing going on, and we're just standing there. And I go to the guy beside me. I was like, I'm gonna do something stupid. As soon as I do, you know, he's like, I was like, I'm gonna do something stupid. Be ready. He's like, what are you gonna do? I was like, I'm just gonna run at them. I was like, when I do, like, just be ready. Do what you can do, because you're just standing there for like 5 minutes, 6 minutes goes by. You got this guy who'll go like this. So you all put your shields up. You know, someone will take a thrust with the spear from like way back here, you know, and they don't hit because you're just so far apart. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do something stupid. Let's get something started. I just put my shield up and I just run the spear guy, and I got past the first guy's spear, and I got a good like flat, like a wrap shot on him. But as that happened and I eliminated him, his buddy with the other spear had backed up and like caught me like right in the chest with the spear. Man, it hurt so bad. It was so much fun. Yo, what up, man? What the world? Yo, dude, it's such a fun thing. I'm telling you what. Right? What the world? I was talking about LARPing so much more fun than Boo Hurt when it comes to scenarios and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, nowhere else do you have thousands of people on a side. They have yeah, right. Dude, anybody who wants to do anything, SCA is where it's at. It's more fun than Boo Hurt. I love Boo Hurt. The reason I like Boo Hurt because it's time limit. I like to be able to hit someone for a minute. I'm not a fan of, I win. I hit you first, I win. They got reenactment battles. I got I usually do oh god, because my armor fits, you know, the combat of the 30s reenactment where you got 30 versus 30, and you capture people instead of just eliminating them, you capture them and they have to ransom themselves. So that could be like a trinket, like a bottle of wine. Just bring a bunch of stuff. I heard sometimes somebody for a ransom, he invited the people who captured him over for dinner at camp. And they made the guy who eliminated him, who captured him for ransom, he made him dinner. It's fun stuff. 30 on 30. I usually use a greatsword, and I sit there in my Western European armor. I didn't do it this year though, because my daughter was with me. I actually didn't fight at all this year. I did. I fought in a steel fighting tournament. The SCA steel fighting is more fun than Boo Hurt in one way, because it's not just a. And what the world would probably tell you all about this if he's tuned in, because LARPing is fun, man. And I don't even think SCA is really like LARP, but if it is or isn't, either way, you know. And I didn't fight at all this year except for the steel fighting tournament. And the thing I like about SCA steel fighting is it's not just a longsword tournament. You can bring everything you want in both of these sports. Yeah, right? Bring a bottle of wine. That's what I brought the one year. I didn't have anything else cooler. But I got a really cool, like, I got this pewter English cross pendant. It's like, y'all want to see it? See if we can find it. Yo, Greg! What's up, Greg? Greg, we got new people on the Pittsburgh team. As of today. I had a little new fighter seminar. Let's see if we can find this thing. I'll show you if I know where it's at, if it's here. I don't have anything cool like this, but I'll show you. This is what I got for capturing somebody, taking somebody ransom. He gave me this thing. Yo, go Pens! Yeah. Was there a Penguins thing here? Alright. It should be sitting. So here's my pile of medals, everybody. Sorry for the noise. Oh my gosh, it's gotta be like right here. Oops. I know, right? I have medals. I was saying I get to the point where I don't have anything to do with it. Here it is. Yes, man, I got this. Oh, Pensick. I wrote it on the back. Pensick 49. It's the cross of St. George, and this is what some guy gave me for taking him hostage in a sword fight. You do 20 rounds, no rest, and stayed up every round. Greg, you are... Oh my God, dude. The most I did was like 16, and I might have done close to 20, but I was not in that kind of shape. Well, I was having people stand me up. I'd be like, I can go again. I was like, but you have to stand me up. I was like, I cannot get up on my own. Bro, Greg, that is so cool, man. Then thanks about that's my favorite thing. One of my favorite things I got. I took someone hostage in a sword fight, and that was the ransom I got. Oh man, dude, heck yeah. Iron Man Carnage, man. That's something, bro. And I believe you can do it too. Thanks, Suntaris. I bet I'm saying it different every time. I hope I'm not. Oh, yo, guess what? Oh man, I appreciate it, man. Dude, that was back in 2019 when I danced on Saturday for this Nashville trip, because that was before MMA was a thing. Yo, I'm probably saying it different every time, right? That's before MMA was. That was at Mickey Gallus's house in his backyard, and I went down there. There's a barroom dance competition on Friday and Saturday, and I was dancing those 2 days, and I was talking to Mickey, and I was like, man, I'll come over, like, what? Like, he's having a team practice on Sunday. My barroom dance partner brought me. She's the one that recorded the fighting footage, but yeah, we danced, and then I went and fought at Mickey's house. Before the AMA, dude, that guy was putting in work. This has a really weird shadow on my head. I guess I have a little bit of a dent in my head, apparently. Look at that. But either way, that's weird. Probably from a pole arm. Probably from fighting Buhert. Too many pole arms to the... Yo! Orca! Oh, yo. Alright, what's up? The machete. Yeah. Dude, so I just met a new one, alright? Y'all who've been around here know my horrible dating experiences in the last year, because we talk about it on the live stream. Met a new one. She's like perfect. And we're on 1,922. We'll go a little bit. I was saying we'll go to like 115. 115 is the new cutoff. The hard limit 115 in the morning. We're extending it by 15 minutes. So yo, like, and you know what? She's all about dance. She's like, would you ever? She's like, because I had a competitor till like 6 months ago. I had a new partner for competition dance, you know, and this new one I'm talking to, she's saying because she used to box, like, bro, I'm so lucky that she's into the armored fighting, right? So then we're talking about dance. She's like, would you compete again? I was like, no. I was like, I wouldn't. I was like, well, unless the person I'm with would want to, you know, I'd consider it. She was like, in all caps, like, I want to. I was like, go. Is it good? I was like, so I was like, we're gonna go see my friend. We're gonna go take a couple lessons, see how things work out. We better get along. If we don't, I have no dance partner. I told her I'm not trying to. You know, I would, but I'd have to be with somebody to do it. With the dog, Nikki, thanks for the that's a fest pop, right? Dude, I know what they are by the name now. Thanks for the good popular too. And another one. Oh man, too nice, everybody. So yeah, we're gonna have to see. That's gonna be after the holidays. We're gonna have to meet up. But dude, I was like, you know, I mean, I would, but I was like, I'd only do it if I was with somebody who wanted to. She's like, I want to. Plus, now I find out she used to be and teach belly dancing. So, So I guess I'll be dancing Latin again. Nikki 6, thank you again for the good popular. The real test is we still have to go out to see how things go in person. What a year though. We'll see. She seems pretty normal. I don't think there's anything. There's no weird things like some of these other ones on these dates. Greg, I don't even know if you're still there. I went out on a dancing date like last Thursday. I got unmatched. It was weird. You know, I thought everything went great. I guess not. Oh man, everybody. The slug is in the cup. Oh no. I don't think it's been to the bottom, but I think I'm not going to drink out of it. The slug's in the cup, everybody. Just kidding. Dang it. Well, fine. Let him have his coffee. Actually, let's do this. I don't want him to drown. Or her. Or it. I don't know. Are slugs like asexual? Maybe slugs are asexual. Yeah, no, I'm not. I was drinking out of it when he was just crawling up the side. I was looking, I was like, where'd he go? I was like, he must have left. He's in the cup. Or she, or it. I don't know what slugs. I'm not a biologist. However, you know, I went to school for marine biology way back in the day. But I did too much of this and too much of this in college, and I didn't pass. I could have been out on a boat. I never probably would have gotten a boot hurt had I done well in college. Thanks for the likes. Crazy how life goes, right? Yo, that happened, man. I used to wake up late. My human anatomy teacher, he'd close the door. He wouldn't let you in. I don't even know if that's allowed. If you got to class more than 5 minutes late, he would lock the door. He would not let you in. I would sit out in the hallway. Halfway through class, he'd open it up, though. I mean, you're not allowed. He'd eventually open it up because you had to have it. They give you a break, you know. Then you could come in. And one day he was like, dude, so like halfway through the class, he's like, tell me, what does your major? And I was like, marine biology. Or no, he's like, what is your major? I was like, business. I was lying. It was really marine biology. He's like, it's good it's not in biology because I'm not going to pass you. I was like, what? He's like, you don't show up. I was like, I show up. I was like, you lock the door. He's like, you have to be here on time. I don't know if they're allowed to do that. Can they lock you out of your class? Dawson, what's up? Oh, man. Wait, are we speaking Polish? I think I figured it out. Is that Polish? Dawson, Friday morning, I'm taking the mustache. The last live stream with the mustache before we shave. Walmart, Black Friday shopping, 8 a.m. Then we're going to shave it off. I have a date coming up. I don't want to have this huge mustache for it. Yeah, do you think they can they do that? Can they lock you? Can a teacher lock you out of a class? This is a college class I'm paying for. It was like 7 in the morning. It is. You're right. And we're gonna have it till the weekend. We'll let go for that weekend. Before I have my date, I'm shaving it off. And you're right. It worked out perfect to be November. You know what I gotta do tonight though? I gotta shave. What is today? Yeah, I need to shave all this so it's just mustache for Friday morning. Friday, we're going Black Friday shopping. We're starting at Walmart. I wanted to go to South Hills too, but everybody is telling me it's probably a bad idea. I'm like, why? South Hills is like the upper class kind of snobby area mall where it's all fashion clothes and stuff like that. And I wanted to go in Armour for Black Friday, but everyone's like, you'll get in trouble. I mean, I don't know. Outlets, yes. Dawson, you're so right. The outlets. We'll do Walmart and then the outlets. Yeah. Then I would do more, but at the same time, now my mom wants to do something Friday for instead of Thanksgiving before work. Since I have to work Thanksgiving night, we're gonna do something Friday. So we'll. Yeah, I should hopefully be there by like 8 a.m. As long as I get out of work on time, I'll be there around 8. I'm just gonna shop. I'm gonna get a cart. We'll go around for like an hour. We'll just get some random stuff I need. We'll just keep going back and forth. Yeah. Oh, man. And I'm wearing a black tabard. I'm the Black Friday Knight. That's the thing. I'm wearing I'm wearing a tabard, a black tabard. And people are like, what are you? Like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm the Black Friday Knight. I'm just getting my Black Friday shopping in, madam. My lady. Oh, thanks. Yo. Thanks for like Antares. And dude, am I saying it different every time? I should know. I know so much about astronomy. The big problem I have is I read everything. I read a lot, and then I don't know what it's called because I never pronounce it. If you're reading a book and it says Antares, do you say Antares or Antares? Like, and then it's in your head forever. Thanks for the likes. Antares. Nebula. I know how to say nebula. But do you know what I mean? That happens with me in some words over the years where I'd say something, and I read it in a book. Shortness of breath, right, is called dyspnea. And I used to read it as dyspnea. And I got to nursing school, and I was talking about dyspnea, and everyone was laughing their ass off. I was doing a public speaking thing. And they're like, the teacher is like, it's called dyspnea. I was like, oh. Okay, well, whatever. It is. Yeah, it's like 50 degrees. Hey, and just so everybody knows, we had a new fighter meetup tonight. We got 3 new people. One already has armor. We picked up somebody who has boo hurt armor down in West Virginia who's like stranded down there by himself. And now we're all connected. So we're gonna have, and I might live stream it. If I do, I will let everybody know plenty ahead of time. You'll just have to tune in the live stream I'll talk about it if it comes up. We're gonna have a practice day. We're gonna get some new people in armor, go a couple rounds. The one guy is like a killer, man. He deadlifts like 500 pounds. It looks like 700, but I don't know what it is. He was there. Another guy who's gonna start going back to the gym. I think he'll stick with it too. The weightlifter guy's all about it, man. And then the guy already has armor, so we got at least 2 out of 3. I think all 3 will stick with it. But I know two of them. I bet you we got 2 new teammates. Oh no! Yo, we did it. So what's today? Okay, just so you know, it might be a little bit till we do another one. I think before I go, we got 8 minutes. If you hang out for 8 minutes, I'll try and plan when the next one is. We did more cardio. That's the thing though, because it's never going to be the same days every week, because I never work the same days every week. But yeah, we did another hour. So if anybody's wondering, randomly, you know, when I'm off, like I'm not doing it tonight because I'm doing a bunch of cardio in the morning, like not in armor. But yeah, we're gonna have every once in a while, like 2-3 times a week, I go out and do cardio in armor at like 2 in the morning in the parking garage. And we're gonna keep doing that, at least all the way up through February, when my next fight is. But we stick around for like 8 minutes. Oh yeah, oh, dude, that'll make you crash for sure. But I'll look at my calendar, see when I can estimate the next one. But I'll be good. And if the new people don't mind, we'll live stream it. The first practice, getting some people in armor for the first time. And usually what we do, you know, I'll get a couple people in armor, I'll put my armor on, and I'll just hold a shield, and I'll let them just go to town, swinging swords, whatever they want to do. I'll hold a shield just to, you know, protect myself a little bit. Sometimes, and then if they want, I'll fight back a little bit. It depends on how the armor fits too. Yeah, I mean, it'll be cool if we live stream it. I mean, I'm gonna ask them. I don't think they'll say no. I punched one of them in the face as hard as I could with the buckler today. That because I was like, I can hit you in the face with it if you had the helmet on. He's like, all right. I did a reenactment of it earlier. I gave him a couple taps like this. I was like, how's that? You know. He's like, it's good. I was like, all right. I was like, that's like maybe like 50%. Then I gave him another one. You know. I knocked Bob over earlier. I hit Bob so hard with the shield, Bob fell over. So when I gave him like, I hit him as hard. I was like, you want? I can hit you as hard as I can. She's like, sure. punch him as hard as I could with the shield. You know, right here too, right in that, right across the eyes. And he was like, "That's pretty good." I was like, "I can't hit you harder than that." It would. So, Bo Staff. Wait, Bo Staff dance style? Dude, y'all know I dance, right? And so, yeah, so he was fine. I was like, awesome. I gave him a couple hits, too, you know, with the saber. I was like, in a duel, this is as hard as it's going to be. I was like, it's a little different in a pro fight or something. Yeah, you would. 6'6", 247. Yeah, you would. You'd be good at it. No doubt. I can tell you right now, height, weight, both are big advantages. Were we talking about that earlier? Yee. Dude, I know what you mean. Were we talking about that earlier? You and I. The time for me, it's 1:10. We got 5 minutes, and I'm probably going to start wrapping things up. There's a snail in my drink. A slug. He's in my cup. I feel bad for him. It's warm out. Yo, that's awesome with the staff for 30 plus years. I applaud you for that. That's pretty cool. This stupid slug ruined my drink. I was going to drink out of it. I changed my mind. I was drinking out of it earlier before he went inside it. But, yeah, he's just chilling. I feel bad for him because it's warm weather. I guarantee you. Yeah, it's his cup now. Yeah, you're right. I said snail, but I guess he's a little slug. So I was sitting here, you know, and, I bet what happened, I bet he woke up thinking, it's like 50-some degrees. It's been like freezing. It's 50 degrees. He probably woke up thinking, it's springtime. Time to get back to living my life above ground or whatever they do. And now he's going to freeze to death. Tomorrow, I'm sure he's going to freeze, man. I feel bad for him. Favorite unrealistic, totally unnecessary sword in media. So here's a good thing. Just Yee, I would tell you, do you know, like, I don't know media. Like, I know exactly what you're talking about. My favorite sword is probably, like, the Dark Souls 2 Great Sword. It's just a very large rectangle, pointed rectangle on a little tiny stick. Do you know what I mean? I haven't watched movies or anything in, like, more than 15 years. I have no clue about anything. People come here all the time, and they'll be like talking about this and that. I have no clue because I've never seen any of it. It's a kind of plain but very large looking sword. I'm sure you probably know what I'm talking about. There's probably many variants of it. We used to call it, I think in Dark Souls 2, it was called the popsicle stick. I have seen Elf, the Christmas movie. Yeah, I've seen Elf. I've seen The Christmas Story. I saw Tron 3 this year, and I saw some other movie this year, but I didn't technically see it because I was on a date and we were the only two in the movie theater. And I did not see almost any of the movie. And I don't even know what it's about. I don't even know what it's called. She just wanted to meet somewhere at the movie theater, and I don't even know what we saw. I did see Tron 3. Do you know what happened? And do you know why? Do you know what drove me crazy? I was dating her. So if anyone doesn't know the lore of this channel, thanks for the follow there, Bo Staff. So my ex came in here one day. I was dyeing my beard, right? And when my ex came in here and blew up the chat, it was like the most craziest live stream I've ever had in my life. Like, people were arguing. I even banned a couple people during it. People were flipping out. Dude, it was crazy. There's so much drama in here that day. Dude, I don't even look at the weather. I planned this meetup for the new team fighters today. I never even looked at the weather. I woke up, it was pouring down rain. I was like, all right. I was like, at least I planned it by a gazebo. I don't look at the weather. I wake up, I go out, I look out the window, I go out on the porch, I'm like, cold, go back inside. Or if it's warm, go back inside. Look at the sky, it's bright, clouds, rain. I just roll with it. I always have a sweatshirt in the car. I have a poncho, just in case. Just roll. I don't even look at the news. Nothing. No, I had I've had the same look though. I've had these ears since I was like over 20 years. Um, so the reason I even broke up with that one, she was so cool, man, and she used to dress up when we go to Ren fairs and stuff. But the thing is, so my ex who came in here had written "I love you" on the mirror, and the one I went to the movies with that I was talking about, we so she's the first time she stayed over, like next morning, she comes out of the bathroom, and she's like, "Who wrote this on here?" And I'm laying in bed. I'm like, "Who wrote what?" I was like, "Where?" And she's like, "Who wrote 'I love you' on the mirror?" I was like, God. I was like, "That's my ex." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Geez, I forgot all about it." I didn't erase it. Then she stayed over again. Like, it was probably less than a week later. She's like, "You left that on here." I was like, "Oh, yeah." I was like, "You're right." So, I erased it. Swear to you, I would almost swear my life it was like 10 minutes, 15 minutes after I'd erased that. Guess who texted me? The one who wrote it. Like, there's like somewhere out in the world, some vibe. She picked up some vibe that I erased that "I love you," and we ended up getting back together, dude. So I stopped talking to the one that was sleeping over at my house. But the other thing is, she really hogged the bed, and I would get bullied out of the bed, and that drove me crazy. Like, I would be sleeping there, and she'd be like on her like laying on her stomach, like all up in my space, dude. I was almost like always falling out of the bed, and I could not get her to move over. And she'd be like, dude, it's crazy. She's really cool though, but type. Yo, dance style. Yo, Bosaf dance style. Yo, it's good talking with you. Type as in like date, like female. Like, cause everyone has a type. Is that what we're talking about? Y'all really want to know? But yeah, so she came and blew up my chat, man. That was one of the last times I talked to her. Yeah, dude, I was every time I was getting pushed out of the bed, like, it was so unpleasant. I couldn't I could not, like, even if I was like gonna sleep with my arm underneath, dude, I would just still get pushed out to the side, and it's not like it's just crazy. But anyway, so yeah, so then I stopped talking to her because I started dating this other one. Then it didn't work out in the end. We got back together, it still didn't work out. So it kind of ruined it, you know. And then she comes in my chat up, and here one day I was having a pretty decent live stream, and she popped up in chat. She was telling my friends in chat, you know, like telling them to back off and this stuff. It was so bad. It was so funny though, so much drama. I didn't save it. That's lost to history. Crazy night, I can tell you that. Here's the funny thing, because she's here in chat. I'm probably gonna go in here. We'll go a couple more minutes. We'll talk about this. So we're still friends on TikTok, which is funny. However, so while she's in there, I was like, do you know? I was seeing if you wanted to do something like 2 weeks ago. She's like, I never got a message about it. I was like, you should have. I was like, I texted you 3 times. I was like, I never text people more than once or twice in a row. I was like, I texted you one morning. I was like, I'm off today. What are you up to? Never heard back. So I was like, later the same day, I was like, well, you know, I still have like 2 days off. If you want to do something, let me know. And then I was taking my daughter to school, and I had the whole day off. And I texted her in the morning. I said, I'm be driving through your neighborhood today. If you wanna do something later, let me know. She's like, I never got any of those messages. Everyone was like, ooh. She's like, she's got you blocked. I was like, what? She's like, I wouldn't block him. So I'm like, I don't know. I was like, well, I texted you. I was like, I could show you a screenshot of it. So during the live, I was like, let me pause this, everybody. I pause it. I'd take a snapshot. Because all the messages said delivered. And I sent it to her, you know. Then I got back on chat. And I was like, you see? She's like, I never got those messages. I was like, you had to have. Everyone's like, oh, she got you blocked. So then I went, so the live stream ended. I was like, are you working tonight? Because she works at night, you know. She's like, yeah. So I was like, all right. As I'm coming up there. Oh yeah, Otis. Let me screenshot that. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I have a warrant out. I don't think I've ever had a warrant out. Luckily, I'm gonna look about this Nielsen guy. And apologies if I don't know names, like, cause I know nothing about anything. the Nielsen guy. I will look it up. So yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna come to your job. I was like, are you working tonight? She's like, yeah. I was like, I'm coming up there. I was like, I'm gonna talk to you. So I go to her job. So I get there, I show her. I was like, look, I sent you these messages. She's like, I never got them. I was like, let me call you. So I call her. It goes right to voicemail. I was like, that's weird. She's like, well, let me call you. She calls me. It rings. I'm like, hello. She's like, hey. She's like, see, it works. I'm like, I was like, but it's not like me call you. She totally had me blocked. NZ, yo, what's up, NZ? It's only around till Friday. Thank you. Look at this. We're having a live stream Friday with the mustache. NZ, always come by. I was just saying we're going to get off the live. We'll go to 1:30 if you're hanging out for a minute. So here's the thing. Unless the movie is like from after like from before maybe like 2008 or something, like I've probably never seen it. All right, good. All right, NZ works. We'll go to 1:30. I was just about to get off here. I don't want to leave you. Yo, and thanks for the rose. Oh man, Double D could be here maybe. Double D is here. What's up, Double D? Yo, we had that practice. 3 new people, man. I think one of them already has armor. The other guy is so into it. I think the third guy is too. It's just that he thinks he's really out of shape and he's going to start going to the gym. Yeah, I have not played any Chivalry 2. I've seen it. Have not played it. I know exactly the game. Dude, well, so here, all right, I'll go over the story again. I was live streaming one time. I was dyeing my beard, right? It was the craziest live stream I had. It was actually one of the most popular because TikTok kept feeding it to everybody because there's so much drama. We're having a good old time. People are tuning like, what are you doing? I had all this black dye in my beard. It was right as soon as it started, right when I got done putting it all in there. So my ex comes in here. My exes come through here sometime. Totally. Just so you tuned in, this slug ruined my drink. See our little slug friend in there? If you missed that part of this live stream. So anyways, long story short, some of my exes still come through here. There's been a couple that come through. Totally different from my last girlfriend I saw for a year and a half, who came in here. It was very nice with everybody. People were even complimenting her, like, wow, you're so nice. Well, this one, I was dyeing my beard in the bathroom. She pops into chat. I just see that she shows up. She's like, hey there, or something. I was like, oh my God, what's up? I haven't talked to her for a while. I've gotta drink. Oh, I already jumped it out. I already dumped it out. You just finished your Pell work. Heck yeah. Yo, Double D. That's cool, man. I saw you in Mango, Sir Mango. That's cool. I like that. You guys know each other. So as I'm sitting there and she starts, so she's arguing with people in chat. People are arguing. I end up banning like 3 people that live stream. They were just random people, you know what I mean? But they were just like trying to like instigate stuff. But anyway, like, so I was telling her, I was like, do you know I texted you twice, or like I texted you a couple weeks ago to see if you wanted to do something, and she's like, I never got a text. I was like, you had to. I was like, it said it's delivered. I was like, I sent them. Like it looked like you read them and you never answered it. Nice about Mango being your training partner. I'm like, you had to. I was like, I was asking if you want to do something. I had 2 days off. Never got the message. I was like, well, I even texted you like last like week. I said I was rolling through your neighborhood if you wanted to do something. didn't get it. Everyone in chat's like, she got you blocked. I was like, I'll send you a screenshot of it. She's like, no. Meanwhile, then she starts arguing with, some of the other girls in chat. They're all, it's like this huge, dude, so much drama, man. And TikTok just loved it. It's like it kept just pushing it out. And then Harry ASMR was here, and like, Harry's stealing your girl. I was like, do it. I was like, if she likes, I can't make her like me. If she likes Harry, go take her. Everyone's like, Harry's like, oh, he's like, no. I was like, do it. I was like, I don't care. I was like, but anyway, we did this whole thing. Yo, Enzy, thanks for the rose again. So I'm like, are you at work? Or no, she even said, she's like, well, she's like, I can't keep checking in right now. I'm at work. And I was like, I'm coming up there. I was like, I'm gonna talk to you about something. So I get up there. That's why I went. So I went to her job. She was like, okay, fine. So I go up there, and we had a couple beers. Thanks for the roses again, NZ. Dude, and she's like, oh, man, do you want to know why I even broke up? Because she was like so self-conscious, man. It just, we had this night where we were drinking and we're talking about stuff, and she wanted to see pictures of some of my exes, and I was showing her, and she was like so self-conscious. And I was telling her, like, man, to me, she's like a 12 out of a 10. Like so perfect, man. And I would tell her all the time, it wouldn't matter. I'd tell her how much I thought she was better looking than anybody in my life, and she would not believe it. It was so much, man. It was such a hassle. It was so draining. All because the one night we were shown, she wanted to see pictures of some of these exes I had, and then she had in her head, like, dude, anyway. So anyway, I go to her job, and I was like, see? And so then I think you probably tuned into this part, and I texted her. Dude, it's crazy, man. So finally, she posts on here now. She started posting on here, made some of her posts public. Like, now all the guys love her. I'm like, I told you. I don't know why you didn't believe me. So there's a couple different sword spins. I do watch Armored MMA. Just to be honest, I usually don't watch the whole fights, but I do watch the shorts. While I do love it, I rarely watch a whole, like, 20-minute video of it. Yeah, so are the days of our lives, man. Do you want me to show you a picture? And I guarantee you'd probably say she should have nothing to worry about, but she'd never believe me. I could send it on the Discord later or something if you want. And I guarantee you she'd have nothing to worry about. And she would never believe me, man. And it was so much drama. And every time, and she'd say stuff like, well, I'm not like this so-and-so that used to... it was constant, man. So much to deal with. I will. So and there's so much drama in that relationship to begin with. However, we got along great. She used to come to all my fights. She'd take pictures of me fighting, and she loved going to the events, man. Dude, it was a lot. And then she came in my chat. That's the last time I talked to her. Actually, then she texted me back, and I just left her on read, or whatever you call it. I never read it. I let it sit in my inbox for about a week, and I just deleted the whole conversation. But she had me blocked. I called her on her phone and went right to voicemail as I'm sitting at her job. I just wanted to physically show her. And I was like, you have me blocked. She's like, I would never block you. I'm like, I am right now. Like you still gonna deny it? She's like, yeah. She's like, I wouldn't block you. She calls me at work. She's like, see? I was like, that's not how it works. I was like, I'm calling you because it went to voicemail. And that's the last time we talked. Went outside. I said, well, if you want to reconnect, I was like, text me, but it's gotta be like there tomorrow. I'm not waiting around. Dude, she was. That's why I went there. I wanted to physically show her that I'm blocked. We're still friends on here though, so she could come back one day. My other ex in here, boy, would that be something. They both showed up at the same time. It was like day 157, man. I'd always tell everybody, I got this other ex. I'm sure she's going to come by one day. And sure enough, she did. It was like 150 days into it. But she was so nice with everybody. Everyone, I even got a couple messages after, like, man, she was so nice. I was like, I know. But she's 28 and wasn't moving here. I wasn't moving there. So after a year and a half, man, that was like a 2.5. That was like a 2-hour trip. She was really hot too. So I'm not saying that's like the only thing, but I'm 46, man. I can't move anywhere until my daughter's out of high school anyway. After that, perhaps. But you know what I mean? She wasn't moving here. I wasn't moving there. I was trying to see somebody more than like 3 or 4 times a month. Yeah. Dude, the Boohert gang, yep. We are the Boohert gang. And it's expanding, man. Because of this live stream, we somehow managed to expand the sport. That's good. That's good. I'm not that it's not the only thing. So now I'm talking to somebody new as of today, and we'll see how that goes. But of course, on the app, I only went I go by the looks first. I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, you know, there's plenty that are then you actually go out and it's horrible. This one though, she likes the fighting. She likes dancing. We're going to go get a lesson together. We're going to meet up first time. As long as everything goes good, then, you know, we're going to go. I'm going to talk to my friend. We're going to get a couple dance lessons together. She was a belly dancer and teaches belly dancing. So she's like, oh, yeah. She's like, I love it, dancing. I was like, cool. Because she asked me today, she's like, would you ever compete again? Or do you miss? I was like, well, I used to. I just do swords now. They have, man. Everything ruined the day, ruined it. All the social media did. You think so? Brian, can't be true. Dude, I'm 46. But you know what I mean? Like, I totally agree with you. It's the apps. You make up your mind. I'm a total black. Have you ever heard of the black pill theory for dating? I'm total black pill. I think a woman's gonna make up her mind on you. Now Enzi's proven us wrong. Dating for the brains first. But I'm telling you what, I totally believe you get 2 seconds the moment they lay eyes on you. So if you're not dressed your best, or if they don't like this big stupid mustache I got, like in an instant, I'm already out of the consideration. You know what I mean? I don't think there's anything that ever changes it. But I could be wrong. It will stop it. Here's how it stops it. Yeah, dude, I'm losing on the brains because I'm getting my brains beat out inside my helmet. Yo, Heather! Oh, Heather, if you're there. This is how to stop a 44. Alright, it's not like this. You don't swat it out of the air. As soon as they aim at you, you take your sword and you hold it like this and you aim it directly at the barrel. And as soon as it comes out, it will hit your pommel. And I was talking about this earlier. It will slowly travel through the handle and the slug will lose velocity. A 44 will stop right about here. So you gotta be really, it will stop it, but you have to aim it like exact. You know what I mean? Guarantee you to stop it. That's the only way you're gonna do it though. Alright, so tell you what, it's past 1:30. Enzi, Double D. Yo, Apple user, do you know I bought a MacBook thinking how much I can do with the new laptop, man. I got a new MacBook Pro a couple months ago. I spent the last of my overtime money without having to pay off a laptop, and I can't use it for shit. I can't stream the TikTok app with it, though I hear it's different. I couldn't stream games with it. There was something else I can't use an Apple for. It is almost worthless. I'm so happy I got an Apple, but at the same time, I can't do anything with it. And Antares, geez, I'm saying it wrong. Antares. Nice. And I applaud you for that, because I think guys are just hardwired a little different. Enzi, you could pull any guy you want to with on an app. Do you know what I mean? Where people are just swiping. Like I said sometimes, you know, I don't mean to sound like a pig, but I kind of am. Harry! Oh my god, dude, Harry, I was just about to end the live stream. We'll hang out for a couple minutes if you're passing through. Bro, every time I'm like, I'm gonna get off here at 1:30. Here we are. Harry, I was just talking about that night with Colleen. Harry knows about that. Dude, do you remember that night? Enzy, Harry can vouch for me. That was the most drama night. You're welcome, Enzy. I'm not lying about that. Dude. Oh my god. So, yeah, man, that was the craziest live stream I've ever had. Oh, and Harry, we're gonna be on 500,000 hits while you're here. That's the update. We're over 483,000 as of right now. Boo the Hurt too, man. Everybody come by every time. Like, well, let's wrap it up. Everybody comes by. Oh my God, do you remember? Yeah, you're here for the guy that cut. Do you know someone else? I can't believe it's less than half a year. We're way ahead of schedule. And I have been trying to keep it up a little bit. But half the time anymore, I'm just talking like this. Dude, do you know someone else split their head open on my live stream Sunday? Right? Because remember the guy split his head open? Someone else did it Sunday. Yeah, man. I figured, yeah, if you're here from it, Harry, whenever you're going, man, I'm just saying it's good to see ya. I need to be here like a couple minutes, man. I appreciate you coming by. So we're at a fighting event, the Sky Rafale, right? They had 2 people were fighting. I won 2nd place at this tournament, you know. I was done for the day. I'm recording Sword and Shield. These 2 guys come out. Rafale, love the guy. He's this Polish guy. He actually was giving me some kind of Polish vodka at the event after I fought. And the guys come out of the ring. Rafale just walks up to both of them. He goes like this. He grabs the guy's helmet. He goes up to the other guy, grabs his helmet. I'll post it. I'll see. I will find the footage of it. I will post it on here. And then he stands there, and someone goes, dude, like you split your head open, and he goes, and just like walks off. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? It happened. I'm like, it happened again. I think someone split their head open again. What's up with people headbutting metal helmets? Whoopsie, yeah. Nikto, it happened. I have a high. It's probably a good 20 videos back. But when I was going out in my live stream, some guy at a bar from Canada, NZ, not saying that everyone in Canada do this, just walks up. He's like, I was hanging out. We're getting ready to go somewhere else. This guy goes, yo. He tells his friend, because we're on live, you know, NZ's, a bunch of people are here. This guy, his friend, he's like, get a video of this. Do you do it all the time? You're lucky if you haven't split your head open yet. He's like, I want to get a video of something. So I hand the live stream to his friend. He's like, can you see this? The guy's like, yeah. He just turns, grabs my helmet, headbutt. And I had my fluted helmet, freaking Burgundian helmet on, and he splits his head wide open. So the guy sits there, and this is all on the live stream. The spinning heel kick, I would love to. So this is all on the live stream, by the way. And miss the guy, and he goes, raw. He's like, yeah. And I'm just like, oh my God. I get the camera back, and I'm filming this guy, and then he goes like this, and he looks down, and his hand is covered in blood. And then I moved it away, because if you see that in the live stream, they'll restrict you. Oscar! Whoa, man. All right, we're going till 1:45. Bro, every time. Flying knee. So the guy, like, looks down his hand. He's bleeding all over. I was like, I can't show this on a live stream. I'll get restricted. You probably couldn't see it, but I need them. I promise you I did. So, yeah, something up with me and my live streams. People love to headbutt each other and split their heads open. Just so you know, I have flying jump kicked him a few times on live. It's been a while. Oscar, here's what we missed. If you happen to be there still. Oscar, I'm so sorry I missed you earlier. Chat was so crazy and I had the armor on. I still feel bad I miss people. See our slug in there? He was getting into my coffee. Yo, he was getting into my coffee. Oh, man. Extra padding in your helmet. I'm repadding my helmet too. I'm actually adding some to mine. I have to redo my whole helmet before February. Michael, thanks for the follow. We're on 483,000 hits total. So yeah, there's something about my live stream is people splitting their heads open. Oh yeah, so the guy so after he does this, there's a little bit of blood like on his hand. I didn't show it on live stream so I wouldn't get in trouble. And then we're standing there, he's like, and he's to his friend, he's like, dude, he's like, I'm bleeding very badly right now. And the guy's like, where? He's like, from my head. And he like leans forward and all this blood just starts coming out of his scalp. And I was like, I was looking at the exit and I didn't look either way. I had all my new friends I just met that had me come in to drink with them because I had armor on at this bar. And I saw the exit and I was like, I'm getting out of here like right now. And I just left. I do know TJ. Nice, man. I haven't seen TJ for a while. I haven't seen TJ in person for probably 4 years. Dude, did you switch head open on what? Not headbutting a helmet, I hope. Yep, time to go, dude. That was if I could ever pick something for all the things since I've been streaming on TikTok, that is by far like my favorite event. The guy that headbutted me. Dude. We're going out Friday. Just if anybody wants to know, Friday morning, we're going out for Black Friday shopping in Armor, like 8 a.m. We'll see if we get anything else crazy. Nice. Yeah, TJ was I was at his first tournament, I think. I was I don't even remember. I don't think we fought in the same categories though. I don't think he was dueling that day. Maybe he was. I don't think he was, as I remembered. There was someone else down there who I can't remember his name. I think his name was Will. And he did like every category for duels. But I can't remember his name. That's awesome. Do you know, like, I still remember the first people I ever fought with. Up at Rookie Rumble. It's like, it's this event, Rookie Rumble if you don't know what it is, like, you get a year and a half between when you first had your first official fight. And everybody goes and you fight up there in New Hampshire. It's a great time. I went to my Rookie Rumble. Yeah! I think that's him. Yep, yeah, that's him. Yeah, he was there too. Yeah, him and Michelle. That's right. Yep. I haven't seen him in like 4 years or something like that either. 3 or 4. Maybe it's 3 years. Nice. Heck yeah. Yeah, he came up and did every category. I'm not lying. I think he got the trophy for doing everything. Like they call it the Iron Man trophy. He did melees. He did every single duels category too. Man. yeah. We're definitely talking about the same Will. Oh man. All right, 3 minutes to go. We'll get the totals. I have to get my daughter to school tomorrow. She's got a half day, so we're down to 1:45. That's cool that you know them, huh? Well, if you ever see them before them, tell them I said what's up. No way. Okay, I see what you're saying. I will. Yeah, as soon as I get off Enzy, I'll show you. I'll send you that picture. I'm telling you, you'd say there's nothing she should worry about, but it was a constant problem. I don't even want to show you pictures of the exes that made her mad. But you know what I mean? I don't collect pictures of exes, but I always at least have 1 or 2 pictures in my gallery somewhere. I never erased them all. The other thing too, I actually finally went through my phone and erased all the old contacts. But I always have a contact picture for them, Yeah, I'll talk to you here in a little bit. Yeah, man. That'd be cool, Double D. Hope you had a good day at work, too. Right? Yeah. And actually, whenever it helps me even catalog, organize my thoughts. If someone's like if I'm showing someone pictures of something in my gallery on my phone, the way I even remember which events I fought at was who I was with at the time. Which might sound really weird. But I know, over the summer, I was seeing this so-and-so. So as soon as I see a couple pictures with them, I'm like, here we are. I was like, it's this time, in my head, I organize it by that stuff. Dude, do you want to... Enzy, I will show you a picture that's saved in my gallery of, because it's still in there, I'll send you a picture who made her really jealous. And then you can you can probably get the idea why. But I'm telling you, she would never believe me though, and I was not lying. I was attracted to her the most. We got along really good. But here's something else, which was a super red flag. Before we get going, I'll just tell you what it was. As soon as this bell goes off, we're putting the sword down. And we'll get the total. But the first time we went out, you know, she was saying, we're sitting at this table, and she kept saying those guys are looking at me. And I'd be like, so? She's like, aren't you gonna say something? And I'm like, they're like 50 feet away. Like, why should I say something? She's like, because they're staring at me. Like, aren't you do something about it? I was like, why? I was like, what would I do about it? Why should I do something about it? I was like, you want me to go over to these guys and tell them to stop looking at you? I was like, there's like 2 of them are facing you because that's the way the booths are set up. I was like, you're hot. What do you expect? Like, you want me to go fight some guy for looking at you? Like, no. Red flag. But anyway, whoa, if I cannot touch it, we're on 3,111. I know it's backwards. See if we hit this? Oh, so 3,111. So we are at 484,478. The only reason I can add that up is because 3,111 is such an easy number to add. You just add a bunch of ones. 484,000. Crazy. Oh, man. Coda. I don't know if Coda's here or not. If I don't get going now, I'm never gonna. I have to get up early. I'll catch you here on a moment on that Discord. Alright, everybody. So tomorrow morning, most likely I'll be on early, like 8 a.m. If not, it'll at least be tomorrow evening. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the gifts. Thanks for the likes. For talking and chatting. And is Oscar still here? Oscar, yo, I'm glad I made it up and I got to say hi to you today. Sorry I missed it earlier. And also Antares Double D, Ryan DeWitt, and Apple user still here. Thanks for putting the watch time, everybody. Tomorrow, we're back at... You know, Oscar, I usually wait till What the World is done streaming, because I like What the World streams. And usually I stream, like, right after, because I hate to interrupt it. And if I ever disappear, it's so I don't take anybody with me. Because Featherfall is my moderator, too. Alright, everybody. Y'all have a good rest of the night. It's almost 2 a.m. here. Hope y'all get some rest. Yo! See ya later!